Watching Syria's president at the White House is a really remarkable moment, and it's very emblematic of the shift we've seen in Ahmed al-Shara.
This is somebody who was formerly a U.S. designated terrorist with a $10 million bounty on his head. This is a rebel leader who once traveled to Iraq in 2003 to fight in the war, and then went on to found what became an affiliate of al-Qaeda in Syria. What we're seeing, including in the video released of him playing basketball in the United States, is an effort by his government to soften his image and to bring a country that was a pariah state under al-Assad during the civil war back into the global fold. We started to see this kind of shape-shifting with al-Shara around 2016, when at the time he disavowed his ties to al-Qaeda. He set up this rebel group in northern Syria. And since that group and the coalition of rebels with it seized power, al-Shara has gone on this world tour trying to drum up support. In September, he was speaking at the UN General Assembly, the first Syrian president to do so in 60 years. He's gone to Moscow, which once supported the very government that he was fighting against. And today, we saw al-Shara signing on to be part of this global coalition led by the US fighting the Islamic State. Now that speaks volumes as somebody who was once a US designated global terrorist who has now become a partner in the US's war on terror. And that is part of this effort to attract foreign allies and foreign investment, which he realizes is needed to rebuild the country. The country's civil war, this lasted nearly 14 years, and American sanctions that were introduced towards the end of the war have devastated Syria's economy. The World Bank estimates that it's going to cost over $200 billion to reconstruct everything that was destroyed during the war. For Shara, one of the biggest hurdles to rebuilding the economy is repealing American sanctions, which were among the toughest on Syria. So while world leaders have embraced this new image of al-Shara, I think in Syria, some people are still skeptical. After the war ended, people had hoped they would see almost immediate economic effects. But even now, when you go out to buy a coffee or buy lunch, you're carrying a brick of Syrian pounds in order to pay for that because inflation is still so high. For Shara, winning over this kind of global support is both in his own interest, in that it keeps his government and himself in power in a more stable way. And at the same time, Shara and his government are betting that it can also serve what is best for Syria.